Imagine it's spring 2026. You're 48 years old, standing in the gourmet kitchen of your $1.85 million home in a desirable suburb outside Austin, Texas, or maybe Charlotte, Denver, or Seattle. You are a mid-level director at a Fortune 500 tech or finance company. Last year, your total compensation hit $347,000, $220,000 base, $80,000 bonus, and the rest in RSUs that vested nicely. Your spouse pulls in another $110,000 as a marketing manager. Together, you are in the top 5% of American earners. Your two kids attend a highly rated private school charging $29,500 each per year. You lease a Model Y and a Highlander because the depreciation and tax write-offs make sense. You fly Delta Comfort Plus on family vacations to Europe or Hawaii twice a year. Your 401k is maxed out. You have a healthy emergency fund, excellent credit scores, and you have never carried a single dollar of credit card debt. On Instagram and at neighborhood barbecues, you look exactly like the American dream. But when your accountant sends the annual net worth summary, the truth hits hard. Your liquid net worth, everything outside your home equity and retirement accounts, is just $94,000. If you or your spouse lost your job tomorrow, you would only have 13 to 15 months before you'd be forced to pull the kids from private school, downsize the house, or start withdrawing from retirement early. One serious medical issue, one sharp market drop, or one major round of layoffs like we saw hit tech and finance hard in 2024 and 2025, and your entire carefully built life begins to crack. You did everything the financial gurus told you to do: elite college, steady promotions, dual high incomes, no flashy mistakes. Yet here you are, nearly 50 years old, after more than 25 years in the workforce. And you are not wealthy. You are high-income broke. This is not a rare tragedy. It has become a structural reality for millions of Americans. The latest available Federal Reserve survey of consumer finances from 2022, with trends continuing strongly through 2025, reveals a startling fact. A large share of households earning over $200,000 still have surprisingly thin financial cushions outside their primary home. In high-cost metros, high salaries are almost entirely swallowed by skyrocketing housing, education, and lifestyle costs that have risen far faster than wages for more than a decade. Let me introduce you to two real people living in the exact same American economy. Alex Rivera is 48. He is a senior product director at a major cloud software company. He lives in suburban Austin after moving from the Bay Area in 2023 to escape the insane cost of living. His household income is about $460,000. Sarah and Marcus Thompson are both 47. Sarah works as a school administrator, earning $72,000. Marcus runs a small logistics business, bringing in about $95,000. Their combined income is around $167,000. They live in San Antonio. Since 2012, Alex's household has earned roughly $4.2 million in total compensation. The Thompsons have earned roughly $1.1 million in combined wages. Today, in 2026, Alex's investable net worth, stocks, cash, rental properties, everything outside the home and 401k, is approximately $380,000. After taxes, private school tuition, and daily lifestyle, the family still feels constant financial pressure. The Thompsons' net worth has now crossed $2.35 million, nearly all from real estate equity and cash-flowing rental properties. Their monthly passive income now exceeds Sarah's entire salary, and their effective tax rate is under 14%. Same country, same 14-year window, completely different financial outcomes. Why? It is not because Alex is lazy or the Thompsons are geniuses. It is because three invisible but powerful systems are quietly working against high W-2 earners, while richly rewarding those who own assets. System 1, the tax code is designed to reward owners, not workers. In 2026, if Alex earns an extra $100,000 in salary or bonus, the combined federal, state, and payroll taxes can easily take 42 to 48% of that marginal dollar. Compare that to long-term capital gains and qualified dividends. The top federal rate is still only 20% plus 3.8% net investment income tax, totaling just 23.8%. Real estate investors like the Thompsons can depreciate properties, refinance tax-free by pulling out equity without triggering taxes, and pass assets to heirs with a stepped-up basis that eliminates decades of capital gains taxes. The government is not punishing success. It is deliberately incentivizing capital formation, entrepreneurship, and real estate investment because those activities drive broader economic growth. Labor income, no matter how skilled, is treated as immediate consumption fuel. The IRS knows exactly how much you made because your employer reports it on a W-2 and withholds taxes before you even see the money. Asset appreciation remains invisible until you choose to sell. Result: Alex keeps roughly 52 to 55 cents of every extra dollar he earns. The Thompsons keep 76 to 80 plus cents on their investment income, and often 100% while the asset continues appreciating. System 2, the lifestyle scaffolding trap, the expensive normal. Once your household income crosses roughly $200,000 to $250,000, the entire American economy quietly reorganizes around you, not to help you build wealth, but to extract every extra dollar. Housing costs in desirable suburbs have continued climbing. Private K through 12 tuition has risen 5 to 7% almost every year for over a decade. Childcare and summer programs saw some of the sharpest increases on record. Healthcare premiums, insurance, HOA fees, safe cars, and expected vacations all scale upward with your income bracket. It does not feel like reckless spending. It feels like what everyone at this level does. Alex's neighbors all have similar houses, similar cars, and similar school choices. The social pressure is invisible but relentless. Every promotion is immediately absorbed by higher property taxes, bigger mortgages, and upgraded lifestyle expectations. Meanwhile, the Thompsons bought their first fourplex in a working-class neighborhood back in 2012 for $235,000. They house-hacked, lived in one unit, and rented out the other 3. They kept their lifestyle costs flat and used rental cash flow plus smart refinancing to buy 2 more properties. Their expenses barely moved while their assets compounded powerfully. System 3. Income is a stream. Wealth is a reservoir. Alex trades time and expertise for dollars he must earn every single month. The Thompsons now own assets that generate dollars whether they work or not. This is the deepest layer almost no one discusses in mainstream personal finance advice. The entire modern U.S. economy is engineered as a throughput machine. High earners' salaries flow through developers, private schools, hospitals, car dealerships, and service industries, but very little of it sticks as permanent equity for the earner. Real wealth concentrates with those who own the systems the money flows through. Historical parallel. In the 1950s through 1970s, even with top marginal tax rates over 90%, high earners built wealth more easily thanks to defined benefit pensions, employer-paid health care, affordable housing relative to wages, and stable long-term careers. Today's system does the opposite. It maximizes labor extraction and minimizes ownership transfer. The payoff. 3 realistic paths forward in 2026. If you are an American earning $200,000 to $500,000 or more, you have exactly 3 viable escape routes from the high income broke trap. First, earn at an extreme scale, $700,000 to $1 million plus household income, so that even after 45% taxes and full lifestyle absorption, you still have massive surplus. This is possible in big tech, finance, or medicine, but it is rare and you remain vulnerable to the same pressures at an even higher level. Second, aggressively reject the scaffolding. Live like you make half of what you actually earn. Cut housing costs to 20 to 25% of gross income. Choose public or hybrid schools. Drive modest cars. Take staycations or domestic travel. Bank the difference and invest it aggressively into income-producing assets. This demands real psychological discipline because every social signal tells you you can afford better. Alex is now walking this path. He switched both kids to public school, downsized slightly, and started buying small multifamily properties. He's on track to become financially free in 7 to 9 years instead of never. Third, use your high income as rocket fuel to exit the salary game entirely. Treat every paycheck as temporary startup capital. Buy or build real businesses, rental portfolios, or equity stakes that eventually replace your W-2 income. The Thompsons did exactly this on a much lower income. None of these paths are easy. All of them require swimming against the cultural current. But they are the only proven ways to turn a high-income stream into a true wealth reservoir. Here is the brutal but liberating truth in America today. High income is not wealth. It is only proximity to wealth. Proximity feels good until the paycheck stops. You still have time to choose? Keep running on the hamster wheel that accelerates every year, or step off and start owning the wheel itself. The economy does not care which choice you make, but your future self absolutely will. So tell me, which path are you on right now? And what is one small move you can make this month to start shifting toward real ownership? Drop the word reservoir in the comments if you are ready to stop filling everyone else's bucket and finally start filling your own.